Okay, and welcome back to the last walkthrough of Daggerfall. So I feel kind of epic in this game because this game is, I probably think not that many people have actually completed the main quest, and if you complete the main quest, kudos to you, because it takes patience, it takes perseverance, and takes a lot of frustration to finish this game. I certainly think that there's, I don't know if there's any kind of kudos or reward for finishing a game. I know, yeah, Xbox gives you a certain amount of achievements for doing certain things, and Skyrim gives you achievements for doing things, but if there was an achievement for Daggerfall, it would be worth more than anything else. This is a hardcore game. Right. Round here we've got loads of daedric lords. You can see them all over the place in their little cages. Most of them kill themselves by launching, well, attempting to launch fireballs or whatever they launch at you. If you don't have spell absorption, it's really difficult. If you don't, I've got spell absorption, so it doesn't matter. Let's jump over here. A familiar voice laughs. So, cat, you've come to see me again, and that familiar voice is Sheergrath. Now, we're transported here. There's a pit for you to jump down if you so wish, and that takes you back to where we just were a minute ago, where you're getting bombarded by loads of daedric lords. Don't do that. If you look at your map, there's actually a secret door here that leads you effectively into Sheergrath's study. In front of you, directly to the north, is Sheergrath. Look at that, he's just waiting there. You can chat to him now if you like, but I want to recharge my magicka and recharge my health a bit, because I know there's going to be some challenges ahead. But there's some enemies nearby. Let's check this door. It's a locked door. Let's try to bash that door open. Usually these doors just take a couple of sweeps, but this one's really bolted down. Well, let's not bother. Our health isn't that low, our magicka isn't that low. Let's just get on, shall we? Greetings, Cat the Elf. You dare intruding here, but anyway, I'll allow you to proceed if you tell me. I'm the master of the blade, but what's my other favourite weapon? Answer correctly, you can arm yourself. I know that to be a crossbow. Basically, because it's on the walkthroughs, and also if you look at the map, if you look outside, there is a giant crossbow outside anyway, so that's got something to do, it must have something to do with it. This door, there's an enemy here. You can try bashing, oh well, I don't want to try bashing that lock. I don't really need to rest here, do I? It's not worthwhile. It's not worthwhile. We need to head back anyway. So remember this pit? This pit, I think, leads us right back to where the daedric lord was. So you can either like levitate down there, or you can just jump down. Why not? Ouch! Right, that did quite a lot of damage. And they're trying to beat me. Wow, I'm almost cut down, and I didn't save for a while, so let's just heal ourselves up. Fortunately, I absorb spells, like you say. So speaking to Sheergrath didn't have no use at all. What it did do is it opened up this area at the bottom. You can see this gap at the bottom. Everyone's still launching spells at me. I don't care. Well, now my oh, there's a sword. If you look at the map, you can see this giant sword in front of us, and that is one of Sheergrath's favoured weapons. He's a master of the sword, he thus claims and boasts, and I believe him because he's supposed to be this god. Now what we need to do is go down that passageway that's opened in the middle of the floor, and there's a trigger down there, so it's right in front of us. Let's squeeze our way down. Yep, and in front of us there are two red symbols. The symbol on the right will hurt you, and the symbol on the left opens up that stone. So let's just click on that. la, and it opens up. See, and it opens up like flower petals, I guess. And what you can do is you can click on this again. It does the same, and what it's supposed to do is reveal a button, and that button, there you go. Let's activate this button. That button, anyway, activating the button moves the entire complex downwards. So we are now moving downwards. Let's get out and see this happen. You can see us moving down the sword, all the way down the sword. Pretty cool. Very, very innovative, I think. And of course we're getting exposed to more daedra, so let's just hide around the corner so they don't notice us. Nice for those daedras to shoot me with magic. Now I didn't need to sleep, I could just heal myself up. Looking there, we're going further down the sword. And there is the top of the crossbow that Sheargrath is so fond of. His other favourite weapon. Now I don't really know how you're supposed to guess, but in front of the crossbow are these halberds, as you can see in front of us. I'm still getting shot by enemies, but you can click on them. Ow! You can click on these halberds. Some of them don't do anything, and one of them teleports you to the top of the crossbow, basically. Let's save here. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's that one. It's not this one though. This one just makes a little roaring sound. So let's cast a recall spell here. I'll anchor myself here, and we teleport. And you can see this sword lowering down, and it's pointing, the hilt basically is pointing to our way out. And you need to click on that halberd because it unlocks the force field to get there. Now we're stuck, so we need to teleport back, because for some reason the game is very glitchy. It teleports you right in the middle of a polygon and you can't get out. So you actually need to anchor yourself, and then you need to teleport yourself out, and then make the rest of the way there by sheer levitation. You'll get shot by loads of daedra. Don't worry about it. If you got spell absorption, you'll be fine. If you got the necromancer's amulet, which is really useful, or even the warlock's ring, you can wear that, and you can pretty much weather most of this. The only annoying effect, of course, it will have is that it's gonna. Oh, and it's done it already. It's already speeded us up. Anyhow, we get to the end. And we've gone through Sheargrath's puzzle. Sheargrath's puzzle's all finished. So we'll exit the game and we'll just come back as we reset the CPU cycle so it's normal. Yep, we're moving around normally again. And all we need to do now is clicky on this elevator to take us down. It is taking us down, right? Okay. Well, we're levitating, so we have to page down most of the way, but we've cleared most of the puzzles. Now it's pretty much plain sailing to the end. Aren't you sad to finish Daggerfall? It's kind of a bittersweet. Well, you kind of feel very glad that you don't have to play this game again, actually. I don't know if the same can be said for Arena. It's not particularly a game that I would want to play, but yes. Now this area is just full of enemies. This area is pretty much full of ghosts, and it's full of fire daedra as well. So you just go along. Each of these rooms contains both a ghost and a fire daedra. There's no puzzles here. There's just an enemy around an alcove. So if you've got fire resistance, or if you've got spell absorption shield, use it now, because this is the culmination of the entire game. There's your fire daedraths. So just while we're munching through these daedra, they don't have any much gold on. Well, they've got loads of gold, but they don't have anything that we particularly want. I'll just tell you my main thoughts about the game. Let's just munch our way through this guy. Well, combat system's bad. It's pretty terrible, you know. Early game, it's far too difficult unless you put the skills in the right place. Custom classes give you too much of an advantage, in my opinion. Late game, it's far too easy to beat people. The money system's completely flawed. You get far too much money, far too quickly, I think. You know, you just get... Things are too expensive, first of all, and you get to... this is a problem throughout Skyrim, Morrowind, and Oblivion. You get rich very quickly. These pits, there's some enemies at the bottom, but who wants to jump down these pits? Just use levitate. If you don't have levitate by this stage, I don't know what's going on. You simply must use levitate. Yeah, so mercantile stuff is all flawed. Magic system's definitely flawed because you can become overpowered with custom spells. And here we are, in front of us. This is our final goal. This is the room with the Mantella that combines with the totem to activate Numidium. So, let's click on it. And we are teleported back to Shadungant. And there's Nifalga. Nifalga cackles, not so fast. Don't you want to see the results of your handiwork? Look into the Book of Time, read its pages of what you've been doing.
Centuries of undead sleep are shaken off, rousing the Underking. No mortal force can stop his fateful reunion with the ghost of his heart, and he joins with it in an all-consuming fiery embrace, and for just one moment, his flesh and blood bring blessed death that spreads through Hypersensual's battle phase.
So she tells you the way out, but there you go, Daggerfall's completed. What I was saying before is that all the dungeons, yeah, basically the whole game is completely flawed. Dungeons are flawed, everything tried to go into a massive scope, and they kind of ruin the game somewhat. But it's really an experience. It's a punishing experience. It's like going, I don't know, it's like going into a poor third world country and living through you know, something and coming out a better person, if that's possible. Worth doing. Oh, let's kill these Ancient worth doing, but I won't be coming back and playing this game. But I do feel, more than probably any game, a real sense of achievement of finishing. I do feel like, yes, I'm out of here, I finished the game. I can be one of the few people who's actually completed the Daggerfall main quest. And, well, it's taken altogether about 8-9 hours to do it. Honestly though, it has felt a lot longer. So we'll save the game here in case I ever want to come back and complete all the other quests. I doubt I will. And all that's left to say is, you know, thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, just comment and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I hope you see a few more of my videos, or at least criticise me if I'm doing anything wrong.